Very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to match number 3 in day number 4, where we have two phenomenal sides that are going to be meeting each other. The AMS Gladiators taking on the ZNL Challengers. We have a very special guest amidst us in Mr. Bhavesh Shah, one of the members of the committee of the Patan Jain Mandal, that is the sports committee. I have the two umpires as well with me, so it's going to be Mr. Bhavesh Shah to spin the coin. So it's going to be ZNL Challengers to make the call. PPL is the call. PPL it is. Vishal, you won the toss. What do you want to be doing?
We'll be bowling first.
Your reasons for that?
We'll chase and we'll try and restrict them at around 120. So we have a good batting side after.
Any changes in the lineup from the last match?
No, we have the same squad.
All the very best and go well.
Thank you.
Vishal, what would you have done had you have won the toss?
Well, bowling first seems to be the order of the day, but I'm happy to bat first anyway. So the toss doesn't matter to me actually.
Vishal, any changes in your lineup from the last match?
Yes, a couple of changes. Ankit was not available last game, so he comes in for Chintan. I think that's the only change.
What do you think will be a good total to try and defend?
I've said still I would say 150, 160. Get the runs on the board. Any side between 150, 160 should chase it. Unless a champion inning from the other end, 150 should be the target. And then if you have a good start, then you can look for some more.
All the very best and go well.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
Well, the news from the centre is that the ZNL Challengers, they won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. and hitting that delivery over mid-on for 4. That shot will give Vishal a lot of confidence going further ahead into the innings. He needs a knock under his belt. His team needs him to stay there. Today, the stage is set. The moment is there for him to grab. Now it's up to him to deliver the goods with the bat. They're going to have to find a way to turn the tide in their favor, the MS Gladiators. They cannot just come over as pullovers. They need to find a way to compete. Yesterday they tried their level best but were outplayed by the Turf Blasters. Looking to cut that ball. Probably did not bounce as much as Vishal would have liked, but that's what you get from this wicket. Ball will not rise at times, will kick at times. So not the easiest of surfaces to bat on. It is a changed strip from the last weekend where we had a runs feast really. A run feast really. 190s, 180s. We've seen a lot of runs, but in the last 2 days on this particular strip, runs have been hard to come by for the batsman. The highest total was made in the last match, 152 by the MTM Riders, but the Turf Blasters ended up chasing that down comprehensively with more than 2 overs to spare. So these two sides would be hoping that they can match up to the competition and the expectation that T20 brings with it. Down to mid-on. Not wanting to run the single. The dot completes another over. 16 for the loss of 2 after 3 are the MS Gladiators. Pushed away into the offside by Ankit Shah for a single. Will bring the big man on strike. Started off with a wide down the leg side, did Sachin in this over. So a couple of runs already added to the total with only a legitimate delivery bowled. Now it'll be the big man in Vishal Shah on strike. Batting on 5 of just 7 balls. This partnership needs to held its own for the MS Gladiators. They've been rocked early, so resurrection needs to take place. That's exactly what these two men are doing in the middle. Vishal, today the opportunity rests for him to grab the opportunity. Goes over the top. Ball in the night sky, eluding the man at extra cover. There is a fieldsman in the deep at sweeper covers who will keep the ball down to a single. Vishal Shah, a big left-hander. His team will want him to fire. I remember the first day he was with the Turf Blasters. He used to open with Suchit Shah. Both these men, if they went berserk, the entire ground would stand watching them bat. Outside edge found, down towards third man for a single. A good return in by Rachit Shah. Fielding at third man. Now the field will change for the left-hander. You'll see now that the lights have taken effect. The wicket starts to change gradually, especially in the third match. Once the lights are on, the dew starts to set in, and that does take the wicket to a different level, particularly for batting. Batting becomes relatively easier, although we'll have to speak to the batsman batting in the middle to know more, to know a thing or two more about the same. Vishal, sensible cricket here. This is exactly what the MS Gladiators want. They want some sense to prevail in the middle. They've seen so much of nonsense in the last two matches, with the bat in particular, that now they'd want to see a partnership being stitched, two men taking on the responsibility and doing the job for their side up front in particular. That'll enable the lower middle order to go bananas towards the end. Probably going down the leg side, where the ball ended up square leg, is an indication of where the ball might have struck the batsman. So another no signal by umpire Vani means he got some glove to it probably. Did the batsman Ajay, I beg your pardon, Ankit Shah. 20 for 2, 1 ball to come in the fourth over. AMS Gladiators, their captain on strike. All balls being scored off. Singles coming off each and every delivery here in this Sachin Shah over. This will go into the ropes of found the gap, bisected the two fieldsmen, mid-wicket and mid-on to find the mid-wicket boundary. Well, he did not time it as well as he would have liked to have, but did well enough to beat the infield, and that's pretty much all you need on this ground. So Vishal Shah helps himself to a welcome boundary to end the fourth over. 24 for 25, I beg your pardon, for 2 are the AMS Gladiators. After 4, 4 ओवरों की समाप्ति 25 रन, 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर AMS Gladiators. Cleaned up, the ball rattler living up to the expectations. That's exactly why he's earned himself the name as being the dislodger of the wooden timber right behind the batsman. Rachit Shah finally getting into his own Yorker right up there. Ankit having no clue. Check that out. Believe you me, beaten for pace, beaten in the air. Rachit Shah, you beauty, finally is on song. Couple of wickets now to Rachit's name. Ankit dismissed, cleaned up, castled by that great delivery. Third wicket down now for the MS Gladiators, and whilst the resurrection was just going on, Rachit and company had other ideas. Run a ball 25 on the board, 3 wickets down. New batsman Anish Bhanasali yesterday played a valiant knock. Reminds me of Pollard at times with the way he connects with the ball. His team will need him to stand with his captain Vishal Shah if they were to compete in this competition. They already seem to be struggling, do the AMS Gladiators. They're going to have to find a way to get their act together, and Vishal is going to have to lead from the front today. Anish will be confident after last night's knock. Batted under lights itself, so does have the experience fresh in his mind. Cleaned up 2 and 2 on a hat-trick. Rachit Shah, take that. That's exactly why I call you the pole rattler. Rachit Shah, you beauty. Unbelievable scenes out here at the Central Railway Cricket Ground. Anish Bansali this time castled. Had no clue there. Beaten for pace in the air. Ball going on to rock the middle stump. Check that out. Poles rattled again. That's why you are the pole rattler. Well. AMS Gladiators, what are you doing? Out for a golden duck, Anish Bansali. On a roll and on a hat-trick is Rachit Shah. Won the toss with Vishal Patni, the captain of the AMS Gladiators, ZNL Challengers, had no hesitation in fielding first and justifying his decision. New batsman is going to be Rishit Shah from the AMS Gladiators. Rachit Shah will be on a hat-trick. This is an important delivery. So far has been quiet as Rachit Shah in the entire competition, particularly with the ball. Hasn't quite lived up to the expectations, but tonight he's come out all guns blazing, firing on all cylinders with the ball. So the left-hander on strike, Rishit Shah, 25 for 4. First 2 deliveries yielding in a couple of wickets down for the AMS Gladiators. White signalled so he's off the hat-trick, won't end up getting the hat-trick even if he were to get a wicket on this particular delivery, because he's bowled a wide, so the hat-trick does not stand. Went down the leg side. Leg by signal there by the umpire, so some exercise to be done for the umpire. Well, did take the pads, but the batsman did not end up running, which meant that it ends up being a dot delivery. Outside the line of off stump, looking to hit that through extra, unable to really get back to it there, Rishit Shah. AMS Gladiators, I'm not too sure what exactly is the problem with them, because this is not the first time it's happening with them. Even in the first edition, the second edition rather, they struggled really to make an impact in the competition. Yes, the summer managed to end up at number 4. I remember, if I'm not wrong, in the second edition, they ended up at number 4, played the semi-finals, lost there. But somehow they're not able to click as a unit more often than not. Today, what's good for them is that the captain is still out there, and they would hope that Vishal takes them to a respectable total. But he's going to have to get able support from the other end, Rishit Shah. Can he be the man to do it? Rachit is definitely on song. He's all fired up tonight. You'll see a completely different Rachit Shah. And don't be surprised if Vishal gives him the ball for the entire quota of 4 overs, because whenever Rachit bowls the way he does so, he's a completely different bowler. Rachit in his 3 overs has given away only 11 runs. Has picked up 3 wickets. He was on a hat-trick for once. 2 poles ruptured in 2 successful deliveries for Rachit. Five overs, 26 for 4 are the AMS Gladiators. Outside the line of off stump, beaten all ends up there, Vishal. Again, these are the tactics that baffle me at times. You're struggling with the runs. Yes, I can understand you're trying to break the shackles, but why go across the line? Yes, that's true that they've employed long off. Yes, we are in the power play, but don't forget you've lost 4 wickets. You can least afford to lose another. You don't want to be thinking that there is another one who's going to be doing the job. There he goes. This is the story of Vishal Shah all throughout the PPL. This is how I associate seeing him. Gets a start and then gets out more often than not. And when you do that as a skipper yourself, what happens is it does not give or rather set the right example for the teammates to follow. You're struggling with the bat. You need to perform with the bat. On the previous ball itself, played a horrible shot, did not connect. This time there was the offer to pull it, but unable to really help it over fine leg. So some concern here for the AMS Gladiators. The 5th wicket down, the captain walking back to the pavilion. On the other hand, the ZNL challengers, they are going for the kill. They are not going to leave any stone unturned in trying and getting the wickets from here. The way Rachit is bowling, they're going to have to contend with a fiery 1 over of Rachit, which is, I'm pretty sure, coming up the very next over after this over, knowing Vishal Patni and the ZNL challengers closely. Vismay Choksi has come out to bat and will be facing up to Sachin Shah. AMS Gladiators 26 for 5. 5.2 overs have been bowled. Current run rate of just a little over 4 runs an over. Both batsmen yet to open their account. Vismay yet to face a ball. Will be Sachin Shah. Well bowled there by Sachin Shah. Wicket to wicket on the money. Did not really spare the new batsman, but very well played there by Vismay Choksi. Was right behind it, although the ball kept low. Pulled away this time on the onside for a single. So that single takes Vismay off the strike. The Patan Premier League coming to you live from the Central Railway Cricket Ground here in Mumbai. So if you're watching back home, firstly, if you've just tuned in and just joined us, we wish you a very happy new year. We warmly welcome you whilst you're watching the PPL. This tournament coming to you live from the Central Railway Ground in Parel. You can always come over to watch the proceedings in between. When it comes to this particular encounter, it was The ZNL challengers, they won the toss. They elected to field first, and the bowlers have lived up to justify the decision that the captain took of wanting to bowl first. They have their opponents on the back foot at 27 for 5. The power play is yet to be done and dusted with one ball to go in the power play. Top stop by the fieldsman at point. So that completes the power play. 5 wickets down for 27 are the MS Gladiators. Boundary written all over it as soon as the ball left the bat. Wrist work being employed. Rachit for once straying onto the pads of Ismail Choksi. Up to a challenge, putting it away nonchalantly. Does Ismail Choksi through the onside. Check that out for a shot. Took it on the full rather. And found the gap. Bisected the two men. Mid-wicket and square leg for 4. So Rachit greeted into his final over with a boundary by Vismay. The endeavour for Rachit here as well. He's going for the Yorker. Missed the Yorker on the previous ball which Vismay put away for 4. Here as well was right up there in the block hole. Rachit probably takes a leaf out of Malinga's book, because more often than not that's what he targets, the boots of the batsman. That's why he has the number of bowls and leg befores in the competition. I'm pretty sure if you take out the statistics, the number of bowls and leg before wickets that a bowler has gotten in the PPL, Rachit will be right up there in that list. In between, some field changes being brought in. There is a square leg, mid-wicket, long gone, deep mid-wicket, the 4 men out of the 30-yard circle. The 4 men on the onside, that is, with long on and deep mid-wicket being on the boundary. Long off, extra cover point, third man and deep point. The 5 fieldsmen to make up on the onside. Now for the left hand of the field will change. Point, extra cover. In fact, a couple of points. One man will probably go finer towards third man, long off. Bowling to a 5-4. Vishal rightly mentioning that you need to have somebody in the deep on the offside. And we're going to have to bring in a fielder from the onside onto the offside. The over 8 gets a little rattled whilst you don't have your plans in action at the right time. Now finally some sanity prevailing. A 5-4 offside onside field. Shot third man. Extra cover point, long off, and a man sweeping on the offside. Played away straight down to that fieldsman who was just put on the boundary. Will pick up a single. Will the left-hander bring the right-handed Vismay Choksi on strike. Rishit Shah looking good in the middle. Rachit still aiming for the stumps, and that's the way forward for him. Last ball of the Rachit Shah spell. We're into the 7th over, 33 for 5. Thanks to this particular man, the ZNL challengers can't thank him enough for the kind of start he's given them in this encounter. Slow one attempted. Vismay Choksi up to the challenge and keeps it away. So that's where the score will remain at the end of 7 overs, 5 wickets down for the AMS Gladiators. Rishit Shah picking up that single down to long off. .1 overs have been bowled. The going has been tough for the AMS Gladiators, but they got to carry on. They got to find one partnership that can bail them out of trouble. Can this be the partnership? Time will tell us. But in between, credit must go to the ZNL challengers. The bowling unit has looked far different from any other unit. In fact, it's just a couple of men who bowled, one being Rachit and the other being Sachin, both amidst the wickets. Beautifully played. Very well bowled as well, right behind the line of that ball off the front foot. All you youngsters watching, that's pretty much how you defend a ball off the front foot. In between, it's a good demonstration of bowling and batting both. As you've seen with the bowlers, they bowl stump to stump, especially Rachit, surprising the batsman with some pace in the air and bowling those Yorkers spot on. And whenever he does that, he looks a completely different bowler. Rachit Shah, I still remember the number of times he would hit the stumps and get leg befores. In some of the matches in the past that were played in the PPL, it was almost like action replays used to take place. And today as well, you've seen an action replay of 2 dismissals in the same fashion in 2 successive deliveries. That's exactly what he's capable of doing with the ball. Pushed away into the offside for a single by Vismay. Vismay is looking good in the middle, batting with a sensor on his bat. Z-Bats offering that particular sensor. It enables you. Played on the onside. Will that go into the ropes? Fieldsman doing well to keep the ball from going any further. Will pick up a couple of runs. Will Rishit Shah. Looking to go big through the offside, just not getting back to ball there. Rishit Shah coming up to have a word with him. Vismay recognizes the importance of keeping the communication strong between the two, in particularly his partner. The Patan Premier League 2019-2020. Played away towards extra cover, running the second one. The last thing you want really is a run out. The throw was weak. Had the throw have been strong, the story could have been far more different. Eight overs have been bowled, 39 for 5 are the AMS Gladiators. 8 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद 39 रन 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर AMS Gladiators. Mihir Shah coming into the attack. Left arm spinner. Earned himself the man of the match in the previous encounter. Off the back foot, sends his partner back. Does Vismay Choksi. Played away towards point for a single. Will bring the left-hander on strike. Rashid taking a single down towards mid-wicket. Will bring the right-hander on strike to face the next delivery. Couple of balls to go in the 9th over before this one. Now a single delivery to go. So a steady start for Mihir Shah. Has given away only 2 runs in his very first over. A ball to come will face Will Vismay Choksi. Cut away. Looked like a good shot. Was pleasing to the eyes. The over comes to an end. 43 for 5. Or 42 for 5. I beg your pardon. Or the AMS Gladiators. 9 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद 42 रन 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर AMS Gladiators. Vishal Patni has come in to bowl from the far end, bowling to Vismay Choksi. Outside edge found, will beat the man at short. Third man into the boundary, she goes for 4. Moral victory for Vishal Patni, with this time opting to not have a slip, although you can afford to do so when you have the opponents 5 wickets down, but choosing to not have a slip, that would have been an interesting take had a slip been employed. Looking to go big on the onside there was Vismay Choksi. Off the back foot, cut away. Into the gap she goes, and all the way for 4 consecutive boundaries. First off an outside edge, this time off the back foot. Managed to time the cricket ball beautifully there, Vismay Choksi. So reaping the rewards for having spent some time in the middle there, Vismay Choksi. 17 against his name of just 17 balls. The 50 as well coming up for the AMS Gladiators with that shot. 50 in the 10th over. You can see he went off the back foot and then got the timing and the placement spot on. There was a man in the deep, but he was more for the drive, so could not accommodate the back foot punch, which meant that another boundary added to the total of the AMS Gladiators. This is exactly what they need to break the shackles for them. They need a slice of luck, which came in this over. That outside edge could have gone anywhere. This time straight to point. Will pick up a quick single. Will Vismay Choksi and bring the left hand Rishit Shah on strike. Rishit as well has spent some time out there in the middle. The only thing that these two now need to do is just keep rotating the strike. They managed to build a small partnership. .25 is what this partnership has been able to manage between Rishit and Vismay, with Vismay being the dominant of the two partners. Played away, straight to backward of point. So the over comes to an end halfway through the innings for the AMS Gladiators. 51 for 5. 51 पे 5. 10 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद 10 ओवर आनी शेष बाकी है, और इस समय अगर आप स्कोर बोर्ड पर थोड़ा नज़र डालेंगे तो रन बनाने में कोई अभी तक ऐसा कामयाबी नहीं मिल पाई है। कप्तान विशाल ने केवल 11 रन बनाए 12 गेंदों में और उसके अलावा सिंगल डिजिट्स रहे हैं सभी बल्लेबाजों के लिए। विस्मय अब खेल रहे 18 नाबाद, उन पर उम्मीदें टिकी हुई है। आने वाले बल्लेबाज प्रतीक शाह, पूजन शाह, आगम शाह, नीरव शाह, finger has been raised. Vismay Choksi has been found in front of the bowling of Mihir Shah. Quality stuff from the ZNL challengers. Managed to maintain the pressure on the MS Gladiators, and the man that they would have been banking to stand and make some runs for them has to walk back disappointed and dejected. In walks the owner of the MS Gladiators, Hardik Shah, to join Rishit Shah. Vishal going in to probably have a word with Rishit. In between, AMS Gladiators really struggling and reeling behind at the moment, whilst the ZNL challengers are making merry in the middle, pegging at the wickets at regular intervals, not allowing the opponents any space to come back into the match. Our sponsors, Somira DM, they really need to be thanked from the bottom of our hearts to bring this tournament alive. Have been our title sponsors for all 3 editions of the PPL so far. Vomeo has chipped in, giving away a gift voucher at the presentation ceremony. JP Hairpins have managed to sponsor the kits of the players. McMarise brings you the broadcasting that you see on your mobile screens, laptop screens. McMarise also hands over a set of headphones to the man of the match. MT Madden Exports always associate themselves by felicitating the man of the series with an award. Couple of years we've seen them give away bikes. This time round it's going to be a tour abroad, a vacation abroad. The destination to be revealed soon. In between, Hardik Shah managing to push one into the deep, picking up his single and getting off the mark of the very first ball. Smith Engineering coming together to make sure that the players look good in their clothing. Putney Opticians giving away a pair of spectacles to the player of the match, recognizing the efforts of one of the players from the losing team. Quality shot here from Rishit Shah using the long handle. I remember him play a valiant knock for the MS Gladiators yesterday as well. That's why he's gotten a promotion in the batting. Fetched it from well outside the line of off stump. You can see that in your replay. Was outside the line of off stump and timed it beautifully. Got the placement spot on between deep mid wicket and oh, there was a misfield out there in the deep that enabled that boundary to come by. Unable to get that ball away. Mihir all smiles, already in the wickets column, picking up the big man in Vismay Choksi. Off the back foot, looking to go big. All he'll manage is to go down to long on for a single. Will Rishit there. Left arm spin of Mihir has been the man of the match in the previous encounter, so his team somewhere would be ecstatic that the other bowlers are also chipping in. Today Rachit chipped in with his quota and picked up a few wickets, 3 to be precise. Not to forget, Sachin as well picked up another couple of wickets in his quota of 4 overs. Mihir here denting the hopes of the MS Gladiators, picking up Vismay Choksi. Was looking good in the middle whilst he lasted. "11 overs have been completed, 58 for 6 are the MS Gladiators. 58 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर 11 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स Vishal Patni bowling from the far end. Worked away on the onside. Will pick up a single. Here will Hardik Shah. That single will bring the left-hander on strike. Patan Premier League coming to you live from the Central Railway Cricket Ground. I mentioned Smith Engineering as one of the sponsors taking care of the clothing of all the players, making them look really good in their attire. White Divine being our hydrating partners. Z-Bats chipping in with giving away a gift voucher to the player who has hit the maximum number of sixes in the game. Theracure, they are our fitness partners. We have professional sports physiotherapists headed by Dr. Pooja Mehta. Earlier we also seen Dr. Kinjal Seth in action. Now Dr. Pooja has made a way into the ground, which means that all the players can be rest assured that they'll be taken best care of if there were to be any injury. Let's hope there isn't any. But part and parcel of any sport are injuries and niggles. Pushed away, or driven rather, down towards long off for a single by Hardik Shah. Mrs. Monica Shah, I beg your pardon, and Mr. Sanjay Shah coming together to give away the trophies that the players receive at the post-match presentation. Rishit's now looking good, a lot more confident. It's good to see him still batting in the middle. He's seen a lot of wickets go by whilst has been out there. Driven straight to the man at extra cover, who does not really cleanly take the ball. Direct hit means he's going to go back to the sheds. This is the last thing that the MS Gladiators want. Hands on heads for the supporters of the MS Gladiators. This is what you don't want when you're already 6 wickets down. Yes, desperation does creep in, but you've got to be the right judge of the single. You can see the Mir Shah coming in with that direct hit. Wow. When it's your day, you believe it or not, cricket is such a game that it is only your day. All of the sudden, whilst you would hope that Hardik would try and stand his ground with Rishit, has ran himself out. This never run on a misfield. They ended up trying to go back for the second, leave alone the first, and that's why the result is what you see right now. Disappointment so far in the MS Gladiators camp. They want some sort of resurrection which is basically more concrete in nature. So far have been very lackadaisical in their approach with the bat. This is the last thing you really want to see as a batting unit. You cannot afford to fail so many times with the bat. That is one department that you need to sort out. Played away down towards long off for a single. Rishit needs some support from the other end. Yes, one would argue that the last thing you want is run outs, and only the MS Gladiators have themselves to be blamed for the position that they find themselves in. 7 wickets down, 12 overs have been completed. 63 for 7, 63 रन 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर 12 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स So new bowler Jigar Shah has come in to bowl from the pavilion end, replacing Mihir Shah. Bowling to Rishit, who manages to work him on the onside for a single. The MS Gladiators, they're going to have to find some injection from somewhere in order to make a fist out of this match. Outside the line of off stump, beaten comprehensively there, the left-hander. So 2 left-handers in the middle for the AMS Gladiators. New batsman Nilay Shah has come in to join Rishit Shah. Jigar Shah the bowler. For all those of you watching back home, this is the Patan Premier League, so that's why you see so many Shahs in action. Almost 98% of the players playing are all Shahs. Literally Shah परिवार का ये टूर्नामेंट है, ऐसा महसूस होता है अधिकतर. बड़े कम ऐसे सरनेम्स मिलेंगे आपको जो कुछ बहुत ही ज़्यादा अलग हो. Off the back foot, into the deep she goes for a single. So Nilay Shah gets an important single to get things started for him in his account. See, the AMS Gladiators, they need to get one thing straight, is that they need to pull up their socks when they step into the field. Not too sure why is one side struggling to really make a fist out of any match. Here as well you can see. Look at the number of overs that are left to be batting, and look at the kind of shot that was attempted. Yes, I understand you're 7 wickets down. Yes, I understand that it's not been the easiest of goings. You're trying to break the shackles. But definitely the shot selection has been a question mark for the AMS Gladiators. This time Hardik Shah getting the better of Rishit Shah, making 16 of 22 balls. Rishit with the help of one boundary, having to walk back. What is the use of the start if you can't carry on? It's important for a player to carry on with his bat, but when you have all the batsmen that are not featuring and playing well enough, you can't put the blame on one batsman. Yes, he was needed out there to bat with Nilay. Probably felt that he could not trust the batsman to come. That's why probably preferring to get as many runs as he possibly can. Thought that hanging in there is probably not the solution. We're not too sure, but this performance from the MS Gladiators has shocked one and all. 65 for 8, 12.5 overs bowled. Nothing to cheer for their supporters so far in the competition. Have lost the first two matches and are staring at a probable defeat in the third match as well. Although one would argue that the second innings hasn't commenced, but runs on the board are extremely important. Pratik Shah, the new batsman, right-hander, coming in to replace the left-handed Rishit Shah. So now a right-hand, left-hand combination complementing each other in the middle. Very seldom do you get to see two left-handers in action. We would have gotten to see that because Nila and Rishit were batting a little while earlier before Hardik had other plans when he seen Rishit walk at him. Successful over for Jigar Shah. A good start to his spell. 65 for 8 are the AMS Gladiators after 13. Vishal Patni in action. Got a single of the very first ball through the offside. Brought Pratik Shah on strike. Through the onside rather. Nilay Shah being the left-hander. Just missed the first ball. Straight to Vishal Patni. The captain would be delighted. Won the toss, elected to field first. And 66 for 8. The scorecard reflects the manner in which they bowled and fielded. Have the ZNL challengers. Outside the line of off stump, looking to cut that one away, but unable to get back to ball. Jigar Shah continuing from the pavilion end. Story has been pretty dim for all those of you who have joined us so far in the third match of day number 4. The AMS Gladiators were inserted into bat and all they have managed is 67 for 8. 14.1 overs have been bowled. The scorecard reflects the quality of bowling and fielding for sure, but definitely puts a question mark on the shot selection in the batting. Very close to the off stump there. Almost lost his off peg. Ball keeping low. Looking to cut. I'm not too sure how a batsman can manage to cut a ball from there, because it was coming into the right hander, not really leaving the right hander. Yet all's well that ends well here. Lucky he did not get an inside edge there. On the other hand, ZNL Challengers, they've been upbeat. Terrific bowling spell from Rachit Shah and Sachin Shah up front, picking up 5 wickets with the ball in hand. Thereafter, the bowlers that followed also chipped in with a few. Never really allowed the MS Gladiators off the hook. The Patan Premier League coming live to you from the Central Railway Cricket Ground in Parel. We are very thankful to our title sponsors, Mr. Mukesh Patni from Somira DM, that is our title sponsors. Mr. Mukesh Patni is one of the pillars of the PPL. Takes another 10 brands to get together alongside Somira DM to make this tournament a successful one. Vomeo giving away a hamper, a gift voucher to one of the players in the post-match presentation. So the action is kind of a little dim sum at the moment in terms of T20. When you consider 2020, that is, Mukesh Patni coming into bowl from the far end, will be bowling to Nilay Shah, batting on 4 of 8 balls. Lost his partner a little earlier, Rishit Shah, when his team needed him badly to perform. Vishal Patni, the captain, yet to get a wicket under his belt. Down towards square leg for a single. ZNL Challengers, they won the toss, had no hesitation, wanted to field first, and the scoreboard reflecting how they fared with the ball. All the bowlers are supporting the decision of the captain to bowl first. Pratik Shah has faced 10 deliveries for his 2 runs, but you can't fault him because they have balls in hand. What's important for the men in yellow is to stay there. Whilst I say that, guess what happens? Pratik stumped, losing his back foot whilst the ball left the right hander, went for the all-expansive extra cover drive. So the 9th wicket down here for the MS Gladiators. You can check it out. The ball was outside the line of off stump, beaten since the ball left the right-hander. Wicketkeeper Bhavik Shah doing a terrific job behind the stumps in dislodging the bails. And the story for the EMS Gladiators does not change in any which way, as they have another wicket that goes down. Last batsman out in the centre. Nirvan Shah, new batsman, full toss, finds the leading edge. That's what happens when it's not your day. All of a sudden a full toss looks like a top delivery. That's how it was almost treated. 16 overs have been bowled, 72 for 9 are the AMS Gladiators. 72 9 विकेट के नुकसान पर AMS Gladiators 16 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद. विशाल पटनी कप्तान ZNL चैलेंजर्स के, वाकई काबिल तारीफ मुकाबला रहा है उनकी तरफ से, यानी कि परफॉर्मेंस मैं कहना चाहूँगा. बिल्कुल भी मौका नहीं दिया अपने ओपोनेंट्स को इस मैच में वापसी करने का. खराब शॉट ज़रूर खेले लेकिन अच्छी गेंदबाजी भी हुई है साथ ही में, और इसी के लेते अब इस प्रतियोगिता में अपना छाप छोड़ रहे फिर से ZNL चैलेंजर्स. हम भूल नहीं सकते कि वो अनबीटन थे पूरे के पूरे सेकंड एडिशन में, और केवल फिनाले में आखिरी गेंद तक गई थी वो लास्ट मैच, जहां पर एक कैच छूटा लॉन्ग ऑन पर, और वहां पर टर्फ ब्लास्टर्स वो मैच जीत गए. और उसके बाद से जैसे कि टर्फ ब्लास्टर्स ने एक बहुत ही अलग रूप धारण किया. डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन जरूर रहे हैं और बिल्कुल चैंपियंस की तरह खेले. उससे पहले ZNL चैलेंजर्स उस तरीके की टीम थी जहां पर वो एक भी मैच हारते नहीं थे. दे वर द टीम टू बीट. टर्फ ब्लास्टर्स ने वो करके दिखाया, ऑल आउट कर गए यहां पर AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स को. केवल 72 पर सिमट गई पारी यहां पर AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स की. और अब जब ZNL चैलेंजर्स बैटिंग करने आएंगे तो महज शायद एक औपचारिकता रह जाएगी उनकी बल्लेबाजी, क्योंकि केवल 72 रनों की आवश्यकता होगी. लोएस्ट टोटल अभी तक का PPL के इस तीसरे एडिशन में, केवल 73 रनों की आवश्यकता है. देखेंगे कदमों का इस्तेमाल जरूर किया था नीलेश शाह ने, लेकिन बैट जो था वो पवेलियन में छोड़ गए, तो इस वजह से गेंद जो है वो जा लगी स्टंप्स पर. और एक बहुत ही खराब परफॉर्मेंस कहनी होगी AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स द्वारा. बिल्कुल मैच से बाहर होते नजर आए हैं. भूलिएगा नहीं, अपने 2 मैचेस हार चुके हैं. आज वो मौका था कि उन्हें कुछ अलग कर दिखाना था, लेकिन उनके सारे ही सारे खिलाड़ी आज खड़े रहकर कोई रन नहीं बना पाए. खास करके जब आपके कप्तान खुद स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं रन्स के लिए, तो वो ज़्यादा कुछ कह भी नहीं सकते दूसरे बल्लेबाजों को. लेकिन इसी के लेते ZNL चैलेंजर्स खासा खुश होंगे अपने इस प्रदर्शन से. पूरी तरीके से चकमा दे गए AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स के सभी बल्लेबाजों को. स्कोर कार्ड एक बहुत ही सॉरी लुकिंग स्कोर कार्ड है, खास करके बल्लेबाजी में. केवल ऋषित और विस्मय थे जिन्होंने कुछ रन जोड़े, 18 और 16. उसके अलावा सारे सिंगल डिजिट्स में. कप्तान विशाल भी 11 रन पर पहुंचे. तो ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं बोलने के लिए बैटिंग के बारे में. बॉलिंग एनालिसिस की अगर बात करें तो वाकई काबिल तारीफ. अगर आप देखेंगे रचित अपने 4 ओवरों में 3 विकेटें ले गए. मिहिर शाह अपने 3 ओवरों में 2 विकेट्स लेने में कामयाब रहे, केवल 10 रन दिए. इकोनॉमी का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता, सभी का बहुत बढ़िया है विकेट्स. लेकिन रचित ने उठाए, मिहिर ने उठाए, जिगर ने भी उठाए, लेकिन सचिन और रचित ने जो काम किया वाकई काबिल तारीफ. और विशाल पटनी को भी 1 विकेट मिलता हुआ. very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I have besides me Sachin Shah, one of the openers with the ball for the ZNL Challengers. It was the ZNL Challengers. They won the toss. They opted to bowl first. And mind you, it was one heck of a bowling performance. They dismantled and derailed the batting of the AMS Gladiators for a paltry 72, and it was thanks to the collective effort of the bowling unit. Sachin, you couldn't have asked for anything better. I don't think you dream of a day in a T20 where you can get your opponents out for 72.
No, we never thought that we'll get them out in 72, but yes, we had thought under 120, and Rachit was bowling really good at the other end. And I thought I should keep my line and length, and that is what I did.
Sachin, there's no doubt Rachit has he's earned himself being the pole rattler. He's somebody who contributes with the bat as well. He's a very well-known figure. So when you're complimenting such a pace bowler, what is the responsibility that you carry?
I just think that I want to do my good line and length, bowl line and length. That's it. And then the batsman will do the mistakes.
Today, you did that. That's why the result is there to be seen. 72, I'm pretty sure. 100 out of 100 times, you would back your side to get there.
We don't want to be overconfident. Yes, we will surely do that. But we don't want to be overconfident and play ball by ball.
Well, Sachin, the way forward, what was the team talk before you entered the particular innings?
We just discussed that we want to do good line and length and try to get them under 110, 115, and that is what we did.
Sachin, go ahead, and we look forward to the chase.
Thank you.
That was Sachin in his 4 overs, gave away only 20 runs and picked up 2 crucial wickets as well to break the backbone of the AMS Gladiators batting unit. Stay tuned in, because we could be in for a quick finish, since the ZNL Challengers are not one of those to hang in there. I can already see Rachit padded up, so fireworks could come ablaze at the Central Railway Cricket Ground here in Parel. We start in the next 5 minutes from now. needs to get a few runs under his belt. Has been with the SPS Superstars in the previous season. The ZNL Challengers ringing him probably in the auction. First over comes to an end. Successful one that for the AMS Gladiators, picking up the wicket of Jigar Shah. 4 एक विकेट के नुकसान पर एक ओवर के समाप्ति के बाद ZNL चैलेंजर्स केवल 73 रनों का पीछा कर रहे हैं. Wismai Choksi starting down the leg side, white signalled. ZNL Challengers have come out to bat, probably giving more opportunity to the youngsters to try and perform. Those who are not pretty much given the kind of exposure to see what is the strength of the side exactly. We know that Bhavik used to bat at the top of the order for the SPS Superstars. Here as well, batting at number 3 for the ZNL Challengers. ZNL Challengers have a number of power hitters to come. Rachit padded up, so don't expect him to come lower down the order. Today seems to be his day as well, with the ball was on a hat-trick for once. Picked up 3 important wickets to Rachit Shah to set the tone for the evening. The PPL coming to life from the Central Railway Cricket Ground here in Parel. This is the last match of the day, and then we move on to Daman for the next weekend. That will be an exciting prospect when you consider that the PPL for the very first time is going on a destination to complete the weekend. We have some cracking encounters lined up there. I'm sure the players and the entire PPL family would be looking forward to that particular weekend with a lot of excitement and vigor, because it does give in a change not only to the players, to the family as well, who would be travelling along with the players. Gives the entire PPL family something different to look forward to. I've spoken to a few players and they're all very excited to go to Daman. Over the top, she'll go for 4. Wasn't in complete control there, Bhavik Shah, but got more of the outside edge. Wanted to push it towards extra cover and cover more. Wanted to play it more towards cover point, between point and covers, but managing to get an outside edge which flew off his edge over point for 4. So runs for Bhavik Shah, picking up his first boundary. This time down towards mid-on, will scamper through for a single. That misfield will enable him to come back for the second. AMS Gladiators, well, you don't have much to defend when you only have 73 to to defend, 72 to be precise. What you need to be doing is at least making sure that you get your ground fielding spot on. You can't afford to gift away runs to your opponents. Down the leg side again, extras will help only the ZNL challengers inch closer. It's important for the AMS Gladiators to at least put up a fight in the field. You don't want to be thinking that you've already lost the match. Yes, you're behind the 8 ball, but yet there is a cricket match to be played. Cricket is a funny game. Well over 65 runs required, which means that you still have runs to be made as a batting unit. Right up there, umpire Nitin Vani probably reckoning that that was going down the leg side, and that could be the only reason why he went in favor of the batsman, because there was no inside edge as such. Beaten for pace on that occasion. Bhavik brings to an end the second over. Couple of overs bowled. 14 for the loss. For the loss of 1 wicket are the ZNL challengers. Down the leg side, a bye stolen there by the batsman. Both Ankit and Bhavik scamper through for that single. So a couple of runs added to the total without the ball being registered as legitimate. Cricket under lights is always a picturesque sight. To our left we have the ITC Grand Maratha. The lights taking effect at the Central Railway Cricket Ground. ZNL challengers won the toss, elected to field first. Top edge, chance, couple of chances, in fact a couple of times that he had it in his palms, but eventually the catch going a begging. Nirvan Shah would be aggrieved with the fact that he did not pick up a wicket there. Now he does so. Now he does not need anybody to catch a cricket ball because the stumps have been rattled. So the ZNL challengers, couple of wickets down for them. AMS Gladiators all of the sudden would be ecstatic to see that they managed to pick up a couple of wickets. In walks Rachit Shah. Well, now they have a man to contend with because he does not come in with intentions to defend. In between the AMS Gladiators still have a match on their hands because you don't want to be making life easy for the ZNL challengers. They did not make life easy for you when you had bat in hand. Why would you want to return the... I'm sure you would want to return the favor in terms of not allowing them easy runs. And the way to do it is by definitely picking up wickets. But at the same time, you need to keep the pressure on the batting. And the only way that the AMS Gladiators are going to be able to do that is by picking up wickets at regular intervals. Nirvan Shah earlier had a catch dropped at mid-on. so that not costing the AMS Gladiators too much, since Ankit did not last too long after having been dropped at mid-on. Now Rachit Shah. The man who came to the undoing of the AMS Gladiators early on in the piece, picking up 3 wickets in his quota of 4 overs. Cut away, behind point, probably will go into the ropes for 4. So starts off with the boundary, does Rachit Shah, much to the delight of the ZNL challengers. I said earlier that today is his day. He does not want to be messing around. He means business. Was quiet so far with the ball in the last few matches that the ZNL challengers featured in. But now he seems to have found his mojo with the ball, and that will give him a lot more confidence with the bat going forward. The Patan Premier League 2019-2020, choosing to come to you live from the Central Railway Cricket Ground. But we have 3 different venues lined up for the upcoming weeks. Next week we head to Daman, followed by a few matches worked away on the onside. Will pick up a boundary there. Will the batsman Bhavik Shah, entering the runs along with Rachit. Swanned away are the ZNL challengers. Both these batsmen now will feel a lot more better in the middle, particularly Bhavik with that boundary. Vismay does put pace on the ball, does bowl a heavy ball, strong shoulders. So all you need to do is try and use his pace. Earlier as well, there was an outside edge that flew over point for 4. Pushed away into the offside for a single. We move on to Daman in the next week, then to Western Railway, I beg your pardon. That will be another experience because the PPL is coming to you live from Western Railway for the very first time. That is in the weeks to follow, I mean. We also go to Hindu Gymkhana at the Queen's Necklace in Marine Lines. We've been to Parsi Gymkhana and Police Gymkhana as well. Carved away by Rachit Shah. Back-to-back boundaries for Rachit himself. This is quality batting in the same region behind a square on the offside. You can clearly see that today he means business. I remember him telling one of the openers in the dressing room that, look, I don't want you messing around. I want you to bat confidently. And he's doing exactly what he set out his boys to do. The way he milked this shot, wow! That there was a touch of class and ease whilst he connected the ball. Managed to pierce the gap easily, going down the leg side. Vismay not even bothering to appeal. Tanay, exuberance of youth, excited. Rachit Shah has started off straight away, having nothing to do with dot balls. Deals in boundaries more often than not. Inside edge is the signal by umpire Wani. So single will be registered alongside Rachit Shah's name. So there are 3 destinations to look forward to in the PPL: Western Railway, Daman and Hindu Gymkhana. Will be at Marine Lines for the semi-finals, that is. Another over has been bowled. For 2 are the ZNL challengers after 4. 4 ओवरों की समाप्ति, 30 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर ZNL challengers. Nirvan to continue from the pavilion end. Man in the deep will come around and cut it. There is a deep extra cover. Power play still in action. So you can only have 2 fieldsmen outside the 30-yard circle. They've opted to have deep extra cover and long off before this. Field will change for the right-handed Bhavik Shah. In fact, almost stays pretty similar. Mid-wicket now going back to deep mid-wicket. And the second fielder being deep extra cover. A slip employed by Vishal. Point, cover point, extra cover. A man in the deep on the offside. Mid-off. The 6 men that make the offside field. Short fine leg, deep mid-wicket and mid-on make up for the onside field. Nirvan doing well so far in the power play. Hasn't really enabled the batsman to take him for runs. Doing a role similar to what Washington Sundar does for one of the IPL teams. Over the top, all the way for 6. No half measures. When he goes big. And when he hits it, the ball does stay hit. We're all aware of his bowling exploits and batting exploits. A complete all-rounder, Rachit Shah. One of the finest in the PPL. ZNL challengers reaping the benefits of his services. Was on the middle and the off stump. As soon as he seen the line, his eyes would have lit up. Yes, there was a man at deep mid-wicket, but as though he bothers when he goes hammer and tons. Got the timing spot on. Man out there. Drops it. And what's worse, goes all the way for 6. Hardik Shah there, the fieldsman, was perilously close to the boundary all the way long. So Rachit, consecutive 6s coming from the bat of the pole rattler. Whilst he was rattling the poles earlier, now he's sending the ball out of the ground nonchalantly, which means that the ZNL challengers pretty much are in the driver's seat all the way. Already 44 on the board. 5 overs have been bowled. A couple of wickets down for them. But really, it is the number of runs that the AMS Gladiators that they made that really see this match to be dull and docile. It's a one-sided affair so far all throughout. And Rachit, with the way he's batting, things are going to be ending pretty quickly for a change. We're not used to ending a day whilst the clock reads 8ish, 8:23 to be precise right now, which means that we still have plentiful time on our hands. But the match will probably end up in the next 10-15 minutes. If Rachit were to stay out there, I think 10-15 minutes is more than enough for him to finish the game single-handedly. Less than 30 runs now needed when you consider that 29 exactly needed for well, Dr. Pooja Mehta, you're probably going to be needed. Something's not very right with Rachit, I believe. Probably struck on his fingers. Not too sure how did that happen, because everything was seemingly going on fine. Out of the blues, really. Was there a throw that came in that hit his palm? The news that is coming in is that Rachit was batting with an injury before the game started. So he was already struggling with his palm. Probably did some damage to that injury whilst he tried to tonk those 2 sixes. Our fitness partners, Theracure, Dr. Pooja Mehta in the middle treating Rachit. You can be rest assured. Our title sponsors, Somira DM. Romeo has given away a flask and a tiffin to all the players in the competition. So they happen to be our goodies sponsor. JP Happens has sponsored the kits of the players. McMurray's, thanks to them, that is the owners of the Cushion Warriors, that we are able to get the broadcasting live on YouTube. Also give away a memento to the man of the match, which are in the form of headphones. So you can go ahead and enjoy your music with those quality headphones that McMurray's gives in each and every match as the man of the match. Empty Madden experts come together to felicitate the man of the series. Earlier, a couple of bikes were given away. First it was Keyur Zaveri, and then it was Suchit Shah. These two men took away the bikes. This time round it's going to be a tour somewhere abroad, the venue to be disclosed shortly. during the course of the tournament, that is. It's good to see. About to begin action out there in the middle. Top stop there by Vismay Choksi, stopping the ball from going any further. Opening the face, Bhavik Shah there. Just had a word with our doctor, Dr. Pooja Mehta, who was treating Rachit, and she reckons that he should be fine. Nothing to worry about. In between, what's happened is Bhavik has lost his wicket. Going for the full-blooded sweep, missing a straight one there. Bhavik Shah, adjudged leg before wicket by umpire Nitin Vani. Nilay Shah managing to get that breakthrough. All Bhavik needed to do really was get Rachit back on strike. He need not have taken the onus upon him. A not out against your name always helps you going forward in the tournament. It enables you to keep your place in the side. Also gives you a lot of confidence going forward. Went across the line only to find himself back in the pavilion. Was a needless stroke under the circumstances. 45 for 3 is what the scoreboard reads. Couple of balls to come in the 6th over. The target being a paltry 73. Rachit batting on 22 of just 8 balls. Outside the line of off stump, beaten all ends up. Seldom do you see that Rachit being beaten. The reason for that was that wasn't short enough to play the cut. The ball never rose as well. Hesitation from the non-striker Mihir Shah. Rachit running 1 run for sure, halfway down the wicket and halfway back to the striker's end. So a dot to complete the 6th over. 45 for 3 are the ZNL challengers. पावर प्ले समाप्त होता हुआ 45, 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर ZNL चैलेंजर्स. केवल 28 रनों की आवश्यकता है अब आने वाले ओवरों में. चौदह ओवर आने शेष बाकी है, तो रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता. बस अब महज औपचारिकता बची है कि कितने ओवरों में ख़त्म कर पाते हैं ZNL चैलेंजर्स. एक बहुत ही बढ़िया मौका है यहाँ पर ZNL चैलेंजर्स को बोनस पॉइंट अर्जित कर लेने का अपने पॉइंट्स टेबल में. केवल आपको 12 ओवरों में ये स्कोर बनाना है. अगर आप वो कर जाते हो तो बोनस पॉइंट आपके हक में मिल जाता है. और कभी कभार जब कोशंट यानी कि जब नेट रन रेट पर आ जाती है बात टू मेक इट टू द टॉप 4 इनटू द सेमीफाइनल्स, तब जाकर के इस तरीके का जो बोनस पॉइंट आपको मिलता है वो आपको हमेशा दूसरे टीमों के आगे रखता है। बहुत मदद करेगी ये बोनस पॉइंट ZNL चैलेंजर्स के लिए। अपने पहले 2 मुकाबलों में एक मैच हारे थे टर्फ ब्लास्टर्स के विरुद्ध, जो पहला मैच था इस कंपटीशन में पहले दिन पर 28 दिसंबर पिछले साल। अब अपनी तीसरी प्रतियोगिता खेलते हुए वहीं पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स इससे पहले 2 मुकाबलों में हार का सामना करना पड़ा उन्हें, और आज लगता नहीं है कि कहानी में कोई बदलाव होने वाला है उनके लिए। रचित शाह 22 रन पर खेल रहे हैं, केवल 10 रनों का सामना किया हुआ, 10 गेंदों का सामना किया हुआ उन्होंने। निर्वाण शाह अपनी आखिरी ओवर करते हुए 2 विकेटें लेने में कामयाब रहे हैं, अपने सिंगल लेने में कामयाब रहे। वहां पर मिहिर या नहीं ये तो अंपायर बताएंगे, लेकिन अंपायर ने निर्णय लिया है कि बिल्कुल अंदर पहुंच गए थे वहां पर मिहिर शाह। जैसे ही पॉपिंग क्रीज के पीछे चला जाता है गेंद, नॉन स्ट्राइकर का कॉल होता है, वहां पर बहुत ही अच्छा रिस्पांस दिया मिहिर शाह लेफ्ट हैंडर ने। पिछले मैच में मैन ऑफ द मैच भी रहे हैं मिहिर शाह ZNL चैलेंजर्स के लिए, तो उनका मनोबल बहुत ही ऊंचा होगा। आज गेंद के साथ में भी बहुत ही अच्छी गेंदबाजी खुद स्वयं मिहिर शाह ने भी की। टॉस किया गया गेंद निर्वाण शाह द्वारा, बड़ी चतुराई से उसे पॉइंट के दाहिनी तरफ उस गेंद को जा करके ढकेला 1 रन के लिए। रचित अब स्ट्राइक पर होंगे, 1 गेंद आनी शेष बाकी है 7वें ओवर में। कट किया, इस बार फील्डर जो डीप में मौजूद है वो इस गेंद को रोकने में कामयाब नहीं रहेंगे, और रचित को एक और बाउंड्री मिलता हुआ यहां पर सेंट्रल रेलवे क्रिकेट ग्राउंड पर। तो रनों की बारिश होती हुई 50 रन भी पूरे हुए उस चौके के साथ ZNL चैलेंजर्स के लिए। 52 रन 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर 7 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद केवल अब 21 रनों की आवश्यकता है उन्हें इस प्रतियोगिता को जीतने के लिए। वहीं पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स उनके कंधे गिरे हुए हैं। जब आप केवल 72 रन बनाते हो तो ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं आपको कहने बोलने के लिए, केवल आप महज उम्मीद रखते हो और सोचते हो कि कब ये कॉन्टेस्ट ख़त्म हो और कब हम घर जा कर के असेस कर सके कि हो क्या रहा है हमारे साथ, क्योंकि 3 में से 3 मैच अगर आप हारते हो और जिस प्रकार से एएमएस हारी है वो खासा निराशाजनक रही है। अगर आप कंपीट करते हुए हारे हो और आखिर तक गेम गई है और आपने एक अच्छी फाइट दी, आपने अच्छी गेंदबाजी की, बल्लेबाजी की, और तब भी जाकर अगर आप हारते हो तो आप उसे फिर भी स्वीकार कर पाते हो। लेकिन जब केवल आप 72-73 रन बनाते हो 20 ओवरों में, वो भी आप ऑल आउट हो जाते हो उससे पहले ही, तो बहुत ही सवाली निशाने उठ जाते हैं अपने खुद के ही बल्लेबाजी पर, अपने क्रिकेट पर। भूलिएगा नहीं, ये एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट मैच था एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए। अगर आप 3 में से 3 हारते हो तो आसान नहीं होता वापस प्रतियोगिता में वापस आने का, क्योंकि केवल 4 टीमें सेमीज में जाने वाली है। 7 टीमें इस मुकाबले में मौजूद है पाटन प्रीमियर लीग। इस बार डीप में जा दे मारे मिहिर शाह बल्लेबाज 1 रन लेने में कामयाब। AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स आज का दिन भूलना चाहेंगे, सच पूछो तो याद तक नहीं करना चाहेंगे इस दिन को, क्योंकि इतना खराब प्रदर्शन रहा है उनका पहले बल्ले के साथ। अब फील्ड में भी ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं, क्योंकि बोनस पॉइंट अर्जित करने में मुझे नहीं लगता यहाँ पर दिक्कत होगी ZNL चैलेंजर्स को। निलय शाह गेंदबाजी कर रहे रचित शाह को, जिन्होंने बड़े आराम से उस फुल टॉस को उठा करके दे मारा है स्क्वायर लेग की दिशा में 4 रनों के लिए। बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल स्ट्राइकिंग। 31 रन पर पहुंचते हुए रचित शाह केवल 13 गेंदों का सामना किया उन्होंने। रिप्ले में आप देख सकेंगे कि वो गेंद जो थी शायद से सवाल पूछना चाहते थे लेकिन डिप कर जा रही थी बल्लेबाज पर, तो वेस्ट के नीचे थी और इस वजह से वो गेंद लेजिटिमेट करार दी गई थी, लेकिन रचित ने उसे उठा करके दे घुमाया। बहुत ही अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की है आज रचित शाह ने, एक ऑल राउंड परफॉर्मेंस पहले गेंद के साथ में। अपने 4 ओवरों में केवल 17 रन देकर के 3 विकेट लेने में कामयाब हुए रचित। वहीं पर मिहिर महज 10 रन दे गए, 2 विकेट भी अर्जित किए, 3 ओवर भी पूरी तरीके से डाल नहीं पाए मिहिर, 2.3 गेंदें ही डाली। भूलिएगा नहीं कि एक बहुत ही अच्छा कैच पकड़ा लॉन्ग ऑन पर मिहिर शाह ने। तनय शाह का कैच पकड़ा था और एक अच्छा रनआउट भी किया था हार्दिक शाह का, जो ओनर है AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स के। हमारे स्टैटिस्टिशियन आशीष आप तक ये स्टैटिस्टिक्स लाते हुए। बोनस पॉइंट के लिए अब 4 ओवरों में 14 रनों की आवश्यकता है यहां पर ZNL चैलेंजर्स को। ऊपर से उठा के दे मारा है, बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट। यहां पर आशीष हमारे स्टैटिस्टिशियन, जैसे ही वो कनेक्शन निकला तो बड़े नेचुरली और बड़ा ऑर्गेनिक था उनका रिस्पॉन्स। शॉट चिल्लाया उन्होंने, वो दर्शाता है जब एक लेफ्ट हैंडर एक एक्स्ट्रा कवर ड्राइव मारते हैं तो वाकई में एक बहुत ही देखिए वो एक पोज भी दे गए कैमरामैन के लिए। जैसे ही उन्होंने शॉट मारा ही स्टेड इन टू द शॉट, हटे नहीं उस पोज से कुछ देर तक। आई एम श्योर हमारे जो फोटोग्राफर है उन्होंने उस पिक्चर को कैप्चर किया है। लेग बाइज यहां पर मिलते हुए स्कोरबोर्ड तेजी से आगे बढ़ता हुआ। कंसेक्यूटिव बाउंड्रीज टीम का हम कहना चाहेंगे ZNL चैलेंजर्स का, क्योंकि ये बल्लेबाज के खाते में नहीं जाएगी। मिहिर बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट मारा एक्स्ट्रा कवर के ऊपर से, वाकई में वो एक अलग ही प्रकार का क्लास था। टाइमिंग भी बिल्कुल बढ़िया थी, प्लेसमेंट उससे भी ज्यादा बढ़िया, बिल्कुल बल्ले के बीचों बीच लगी थी वो गेंद। इस वजह से गोली की रफ्तार से जा गई बाउंड्री की तरफ। बहुत ही अच्छा स्टॉप विशाल शाह द्वारा, कप्तान स्वयं वहां पर कम से कम 1 रन रोकने में कामयाब रहे। बहुत ही बढ़िया कनेक्शन और इसी के चलते ZNL चैलेंजर्स ने प्रतियोगिता बड़े ही आसानी से समाप्त किया और केवल 8.5 गेंदों में इस प्रतियोगिता का अंत हो चुका है। 73 रन बोर्ड पर लग चुके हैं ZNL चैलेंजर्स के लिए और ये वन साइडेड अफेयर अपने हक में ले गए। आप देख सकते हो बैकफुट पर जाकर उठा के दे मारा, सीधे पेड़ को जा लगी वो गेंद स्क्वायर लेग और मिड विकेट के बीच में। तो 7 विकेटों से जीत हासिल की और 66 गेंद आनी बाकी थी, यानी कि वो दर्शाता है कि कितने कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली उन्होंने अपने ओपोनेंट्स AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स को मात दी। आज हम PPL में ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते कि 8:45 को तीसरा मैच समाप्त हो। ऐसा हुआ नहीं है मेरे साथ। मैं पिछले 3 सालों से कवर कर रहा हूँ तीनों ही एडिशंस, तो वो दर्शाता है कि ये लो टोटल क्या कर गया इस प्रतियोगिता में। सारे प्लेयर्स अब एक दूसरे का सम्मान करते हुए एक तरफ बधाई पेश करेंगे MS ग्लैडिएटर ZNL चैलेंजर्स के खिलाड़ियों को, दूसरी तरफ ZNL चैलेंजर्स जरूर कुछ उम्मीद दे जाएंगे AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स को आगे के मुकाबलों के लिए। पाटन प्रीमियर लीग दूसरा वीकेंड, यहां पर तीनों ही मैचेस अब समाप्त हुए हैं, लेकिन अभी भी बने जरूर रहिएगा क्योंकि पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन जो है हम आप तक लाएंगे थोड़ी देर में। तभी तक हमारे जो स्टेटिस्टिशियन है आपको स्कोर कार्ड दिखाएंगे, जिसमें आप देखेंगे कि बल्लेबाजी में ज्यादा कुछ करना नहीं पड़ा ZNL चैलेंजर्स को। आप देखेंगे कि भले ही अंकित जल्दी आउट हो गए और जिगर भी, लेकिन भाविक ने कुछ रन बनाए। LBW होने से पहले 13 रन 15 गेंदों में। रचित ने एक बहुत ही निर्णायक पारी खेली, केवल 32 रन 14 गेंदों में, और मिहिर ने 15 रन नाबाद। तो बड़े आसानी से ZNL चैलेंजर्स इस लक्ष्य का पीछा कर गए, बोनस पॉइंट भी अपने नाम अर्जित कर गए। बॉलिंग में अगर आप देखेंगे तो ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए। हार्दिक ने केवल 1 ओवर डाल करके 10 रन दिए। निलय ने 2 ओवर में 8 रन दिए, 1 विकेट लेने में भी कामयाब रहे। निर्वाण ने अपने पूरी कोटा कंप्लीट की, 4 ओवरों में 2 विकेट लेने में कामयाब रहे, 31 रन दिए उन्होंने। और विस्मय चौकसी ने अपने 2 ओवरों में खासा महंगे रहे, 20 ओवर दे गए। बने जरूर रहिएगा। एक्स्ट्रास अगर आप देखेंगे तो लेग बाइज के माध्यम से केवल 1 रन आए, लेकिन वाइड्स 4 आए। देखेंगे तो टॉप परफॉर्मर्स AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए विस्मय, ऋषित और विशाल, इन तीनों ने रन बनाए उनके लिए। 20 कोई नहीं छुपाया और इसी के चलते 72 रन ही बने AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स के। वहीं पर आराम से इस टोटल का पीछा किया रचित और मिहिर नाबाद रहे, 32 और 15 रन। 7 विकेटों से जीत आराम से अर्जित की। warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation. This encounter that took place between the ZNL Challengers and the AMS Gladiators, pretty much a one-sided affair. It was the ZNL Challengers. They won the toss, elected to field first. The bowlers justified the captain's decision to bowl first and dismantled the AMS Gladiators for a paltry 72. Thereafter came out and chased it in just 8.4 overs. Well, I have very special guests amidst us. To my left, Mr. Danesh Matliwala, the owner of the ZNL Challengers. To his left is Mr. Sohil Shah, the owner of the AMS Gladiators. And to his left is Mr. Puneet Shah, the sports secretary of the Patan Jain Mandal. Now, to take things further and to brief you as to what exactly happened in the match, I would like to call upon Vishal Shah, the captain of the AMS Gladiators. Vishal, well, you did not mind batting first, but I don't think you ever thought of 72 on the board.
Well, did you?
I don't think so. Anybody did.
Exactly. When you see a performance like this, I don't think anyone expected. Even we didn't expect this kind of performance for us. So, as a captain, I take blame first, and then the entire team collectively.
Vishal, 3 out of 3. Where do you think you're really going wrong? Is it the attitude, the approach, or the skill level that is faltering?
Look, it is skill level, I would not say, but yes, the application. The application is what is lacking actually. The talent is there. We starting a side with 7 bowlers and 10 batsmen. The number 11 is someone who's opened all his life for the local tournaments that Patan Jain Mandal used to have. So that's the batting depth we have. But it's just the application when they are on the field that is lacking. That's about it.
Somewhere you've struggled to get runs. You don't carry on with your starts. Probably that is one area, because being the opener for the team, you need to lead from the front.
Yes, look, earlier on the role was different, but this season on, yes, the role is like, I need to bat through longer periods for the others to have some comfort. And definitely the last 2 games I've let them down. So as a captain, I take full responsibility, and along with me, all the other batters as well.
How do you think, what will be the conversation going forward from here in the upcoming matches?
Play snakes and ladders, 6, 6, 6, 6, and a ladder up there. 3 out of 3, that's it.
This is one of the most interesting responses I've ever gotten. Snakes and ladders is what he's going to talk to his team about in a humorous touch, because I can totally understand being in his shoes is a very difficult place right now when you haven't won even a single match out of the 3 you played. Vishal, I mean, what did you tell your side after you were 72 bundled out? What did you tell them before going into the field?
To go for a nice chilled beer after the game.
When you have a captain like that, probably you don't mind being a part of the AMS Gladiators. But on a very serious note, how can you come back from such a performance the year after?
Look, after this kind of performance, it's only one way up. Either where you are at the bottom, or you go perform yourself, apply yourself on the field and climb the ladder up. That's about it.
Well, Vishal, this is a day for your side to forget. So keep this behind you, and hope that in Daman things change around for you.
Let's hope so. It's a dry state, so people will be more focused there.
Well, that was the ever so humorous Vishal Shah from the AMS Gladiators. Now, may I have Vishal Patni to come up to have a word with us, the captain of the ZNL Challengers. Vishal, you won the toss. You had no hesitation. You wanted to bowl first, and I don't think you were expecting 72 on the board.
We were expecting to restrict them at around 110 or 120, but it was Rachit's show today. So we wanted him to be back, and even he was overdue for that performances from his side. So we got it today.
Vishal, somewhere not only Rachit, even the way Sachin bowled, and thereafter even the way the bowlers that followed, everybody chipped in with wickets.
Exactly. It is not just by one person. So the support was given from Sachin, Mihir, myself, everyone, and it was a team unit together. So it was nice to get this score and defend easily.
ZNL challengers, somewhere it's been the turf blasters that have been to your undoing in the first match and the finale as well. Other than that, you're still a team to beat, and you are real challengers, and we enjoyed watching you all bowl this evening.
Even we enjoyed today and hope we continue this show again and again.
Well, all the very best, and go ahead, enjoy this win. Many congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you in Daman.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, well, now moving on to the business end of the presentation. Firstly, I would like to felicitate the team player of the match. Here's a man who actually ended up getting a couple of wickets under his belt in his 4 overs, giving away 31 runs. And I would request Mr. Sohil Shah to felicitate Nirvan Shah, who happens to be the team player of the match, for his bowling prowess in a small total, where he had to defend only 72, managing a couple of wickets in his quota of 4 overs, and scored, or rather gave away 31 runs. Rachit spoilt his figures, gets a pair of glasses from Patni Opticians, gets a medal to go along with that as well. Now, well, there are 2 awards to be given away, but it's going to be one man who's going to be bagging the 2 awards. Firstly, the Maximum Sixes Award and the Man of the Match Award. There is no rocket science that's going to be judging today's Man of the Match, because you ask any child out here and they would tell you who the Man of the Match is. For his bowling prowess in his quota of 4 overs, gave away only 17 runs, picking 3 wickets, and with the bat scored 32 not out in just 14 balls. Rachit Shah bags both the awards, and I would like to request Mr. Puneet and Mr. Danesh Matliwala to come together to felicitate Rachit. Firstly, he's going to be getting the Man of the Match. All together, you can go ahead and give it. Both Puneet Shah and Mr. Danesh Matliwala will come along. So there's going to be a lot of prizes taken. This is the Man of the Match trophy. Gets also a pair of headphones from McMurray's. Also will be getting a voucher from Z-Bats. And another trophy that is for the Maximum Sixes. So Rachit today bagging both the awards. He tonked 2 huge sixes over the ropes. Overall, a top quality effort by this wonderful human being in Rachit Shah, terrific cricketer, has given us plentiful moments to capture in the PPL in the past as well. Let's not forget the amount of poles that have been ruptured by him in the past as well. Rachit, बहुत सारे ऐसे गेम्स गए हाल ही में जहां पर कहीं ना कहीं बॉलिंग क्लिक नहीं हो रही थी आपकी, लेकिन आज वो दिन नहीं रहा.
माई लेडी लक इज हियर विथ मी, माई वाइफ. जब भी वो आती है तभी मेरी बॉलिंग चलती है, सो आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक हर फॉर कमिंग.
मेरे ख्याल से ये सुनने के बाद में ZNL चैलेंजर्स, आप कहीं पर भी हो, आपके लिए फ्लाइट भेज देंगे, चार्टर्ड ही सही, लेकिन यहाँ पर आपको पहुँचा करके रहेंगे.
सही बात है, थैंक यू. मेरी टीम को भी मेरी बॉलिंग की बहुत ज़रूरत थी. आई वाज नॉट गेटिंग इनटू द विकेट्स, सो इट इज़ गुड फॉर मी टू कम इनटू दैट ग्रूम ऑफ बॉलिंग.
खैर, अभी मुझे नहीं लगता है कि वो कहीं जाएंगी जब आप खेल रहे हो कोई मैच.
अभी वो उनके ऊपर है, जाना है तो जाए, विकेट्स नहीं मिलेगी.
Well, that is one of the most indifferent answers I've gotten, because if that was the case with any player, I don't think he would allow his wife to go anywhere. शायद से वो फेरे चलते मैच से पहले सब जगह.
नहीं, आई एम सॉरी, नो आंसर फॉर दिस.
कहीं ना कहीं देखिए रचित, बहुत ही निर्णायक आपका ये स्पेल रहा। इससे ZNL चैलेंजर्स को बहुत उम्मीदें आपसे भी बढ़ेंगी और आपकी खुद की भी उम्मीदें आपसे बढ़ेंगी। हम हमेशा आपको याद करते थे एज द पोल रैटलर। अगर आपको याद है, पहले एडिशन में बहुत सारे विकेट्स लिए, दूसरे एडिशन में बॉल के साथ में परफॉर्मेंस थोड़ा सा गिरा, लेकिन अब इस परफॉर्मेंस के बाद आप उम्मीद करेंगे कि इस तरीके की परफॉर्मेंसेज आप बार बार दे सके।
Actually, my main role is for bowling. I am a bowling all-rounder, so my priority will be bowling always. Batting will follow after that.
There's no doubt that you're also one of the finest all-rounders in the side. Today, your batting as well has never been a cause for concern because you've played some terrific knocks for the ZNL challengers. और लेकिन आज की ये जो पारी थी बड़ी धुएंधार थी।
We were actually looking for a bonus point, frankly. So I had my captain told me to go ahead and just do your game. So for that we had to do this.
आप ने एक बहुत अच्छा ऑलराउंड परफॉर्मेंस दिया है आज के प्रतियोगिता में। पूरी तरीके से आउटप्ले कर गए आप AMS ग्लैडिएटर्स को सिंगल हैंडेडली, पहले बॉल के साथ और फिर बैट के साथ। उनकी कमर तोड़ दी बैटिंग की और कहीं ना कहीं इस वजह से वो केवल 72 रन बना पाए। और इन सारे अवार्ड्स को एंजॉय करिएगा और देखेंगे कि किस तरीके से आप परफॉर्म करते हो आने वाले समय में। और मिलते हैं दमन में।
Thank you very much. See you there, bro.
Well, that was Rachit Shah, the man of the match for tonight. Well, that's pretty much it from the post-match presentation. But we have some exciting action coming live to you on this upcoming Saturday and Sunday up there in Daman. So stay tuned and we'll be right back with the first match that commences in the morning in Daman. So we look forward for you to join us. Till then, have a great week ahead and hope to see you in the next weekend.